Folks, we
Um,
know that you wanted that Duck Hunt Dark Pit action, so we are
oh
more
yeah.
than happy to give it to you. We're going to Pokemon Stadium for game number 1. Now, yeah, this is both characters that rely a little bit on ranged options. I would have to admit, though, if Pit is able to close down space, probably advantage in their favor, because unless if you're Duck Hunt, you're mostly relying on Nair as that get off me option, and not a whole lot to follow up from that.
Yeah. Um, and Dark Pit does have like quite a few options to deal with, like it's kind of deal with Duck Hunt at all ranges. Like at close range, you can nullify projectiles with the down B. At mid range, you can kind of armor through them with the side B, and at long range, you can snipe them out with the neutral B. So like really, like a whole arsenal of options to go to counteract this character, but. Can is like such an X factor in any matchup. Like, this was who was it? It wasn't. It was Zane, Duck Hunt at Xeno Wi-Fi, who made an incredible losers run. And the can control from Duck Hunt mains is just like really, really something to behold.
Yeah. Zane is one of the few DNAs and fusions as well. That's they are not a dog that you want to be messing around with. CaKe certainly trying to follow up with that example, and certainly has made an example of a few of their opponents here tonight, trying to qualify for top 64 winners side at the expense of Demento, who again, this Dark Pit doing a little bit of work, getting piled up to 166 percentage, but yeah, CaKe not able to get the kill except just there with the can. So we are at about even, but yeah, it's this Duck Hunt is having to work and be a little bit more gonna have to be a little bit more expeditious if they want to create a gap to really take the lead.
Yeah, and it's like for Duck Hunt, or no, for Demento, the fact that like you saw like 160 plus on their first stock means that they were doing an incredibly good job at mitigating the projectile game from okay, it's Dark Pit, you're gonna live that every time. That's like that. Look, I'm not even like I didn't even gasp. I didn't even like my eyebrows didn't even go up. Like Dark Pit makes it, but like Dark Pit is the most like anti-hype edge guarding character in the game when getting edge guarded, and that's like I say that as a compliment to the character. Anyway, um,
True.
but the fact that like Demento is consistently living to above 150 on every stock means that they're using those B button moves very successfully to mitigate Duck Hunt's projectile game. And there it is. There's that mid range. There's that mid range answer with the electroshock. But
Yeah,
you can't
it's
use it on shield, buddy.
no, no. You, if you're hitting shields with that, that is a problem, and certainly they are going to pay with their second stock. Now, CaKe trying to garner a little bit of control, which Duck Hunt certainly relies upon. But
Ooh.
yeah, that's the problem trying to land with Duck Hunt. You are more than susceptible to a call out on that platform, especially when you have an up air like this.
Yeah, and the other thing I love from Demento is the fact that they went in and they up tilted the can beforehand, which like I don't have a PhD in can interactions, but I feel like that probably takes away some of the control that Duck Hunt has over the can, and at the very least, it moves it farther away so that they can't use it to cover their own landing, because that's like can is probably Duck Hunt's best landing option. It's like it's the best thing that they can do when they're trying to land. Um,
Yeah, maybe not a whole lot of mix-up with the can, but you got to give CaKe credit for recycling their options. See what I did there?
ooh,
Anyway, up air
wow,
is
that
going to
was
take
so
it.
sudden.
Yeah.
That was very sudden.
But that's what Duck Hunt does to you. Kind of lulls you into that sense of security. Like, okay, they're gonna want to keep their distance. Then all of a sudden you get skeet laddered and then up aired, and you're just kind of dead. You saw that a few times actually, with Zane, especially when they're run at Xeno Wi-Fi. CaKe proving that, well, they're more than capable of doing the same.
I can't believe you call it the skeet ladder, and I can't believe that that's such a good name for that combo.
It just it's the thing that came to me. I don't know.
It came to you, I bet.
Stop.
Stu, come on, Stu. You can't set that up for me like that.
I
Um,
yeah, I suppose
look
you have a
at
point.
look at how those words were dressed up. They were asking for it. Anyway,
You are all right.
Yeah,
We're gonna
no,
have a
I
talk
am.
later.
I am. Yeah, no, I'll see you after class.
Yeah, fair. Thank you.
Meanwhile, that was a really, really fun game one. And there's nothing there to really make me think that Demento is in any way out of this.
True.
I think like they just need to maybe not lose sight of the rest of Duck Hunt's kit, which is hard because Duck Hunt is like maybe the #1 smoke and mirror character in the game, in terms of just like putting so many things on the screen that you don't notice the Duck Hunt coming at you until it's too late. So like if you can manage to deal with the projectiles, then like you have to deal with like Duck Hunt up close. And fighting with Duck Hunt close is like, it's not nothing.
No.
So I'm really interested to see what Demento's, but it's not nothing to fight against Duck Hunt up close, but also, all right, well, forget everything I was about to say because we got Ike in the building.
Yeah. So, all right. So we are going to see about 50 nairs in this matchup as we go to Battlefield for Game 1. And yeah, bringing Ike to Battlefield is a dangerous proposition. But then again, perhaps didn't really know that Ike was going to be the pick. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Solid counterplay though by Dimento thus far, who is going to try to edge guard the living bejesus out of this dog and doing so pretty well.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a completely different game. Like, it's so good that it's so good for Dimento that they're on Battlefield right now, because like, yeah, you're taking a risk of maybe being caught on that top platform when, like, okay, you're taking a risk specifically again about this. Like, this is the risk that you're taking. But approaching Duck Hunt gets a little bit easier when you can hurdle your way around platforms and you don't have to just jump over and jump around the can. Like, you can maybe just try to get around it entirely. But CaKe completely undeterred, taking that first stock and looking for more here.
Yeah, not willing to give it up, as you know, they've been persistent throughout the entirety of this set, even though CaKe has kind of controlled the stock count more or less. Dimento showing that they are not an easy out by any stretch of the imagination. Looking for that up smash was
really
CaKe,
nice
and
parry.
they're going to get punished with the up B out of shield. About the best option that you could show there, but CaKe is going to fall victim to a trap of their own design as they get blown up by the can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe kind of an unforced error there. Oh wow, that's okay. I don't know how much damage that was, but that's a really effective combo there.
Ike is heavy too, so if Duck Hunt does get caught, that's just immediately just so much damage that you're going to have to hold, especially because you're relying so much on winning these interactions with your sword that if you lose one, yeah, you kind of have to hold a bunch of damage, and you can't even say that you didn't deserve it.
Yep.
Ooh, Gaucho is going to miss the mark as Dimento rolls through that. CaKe is going to try to set up can, but before the can even comes out, Dimento gets right in there with the sword, and yeah, Dimento is right in this thing. We are pretty much even going into last stock. Dimento fighting for their winner's side life. CaKe, they have winner's side top 64 well in their sights.
Dimento saying, bodacious cowboys such as your friend will never be welcome here. High in the Custer Dome is where Dimento is right now, trying to fight the way through all the homies, all the squad, all the shooters, and really getting paper cut after paper cut on their way in here. Oh my god, okay. Well, that's it.
Ooh, yep, that's apparently so, because CaKe, just as we were trying to hype up that last part of that match,